How did you get the expertise to be the chief technology officer of a rocket ship company?
I do have a physics background. That's helpful as a foundation. And then I read a lot of books and talked to a lot of smart people.
You're self-taught?
Yeah.
You can learn rocket science or any other field or topic with relative ease. And the way you can do it is by learning the basics, learn the fundamentals. That's the easiest part, almost always, in anything. And the reason why that actually is an answer, and why that works, why that's important, why that's really valuable, and it's kind of a hack for life in general, is that the basics of any topic are going to be the most important in that topic, in that field. So if you want to learn, if you look at math overall as a field, right, you can get really crazy, really technical, really difficult, really challenging with math at very high levels. You have some of the smartest people in the world who are in that field. But if you look at like the portion of knowledge in that field that you get the most bang for your buck out of, it's the fundamentals, it's the basics, it's learning just basic numbers and counting, it's arithmetic, like just learning how to subtract, add, multiply, divide. If you learn those things, you'll add so much value to your life just versus not knowing math at all. But if you learn calculus, right, in your everyday life, how often are you going to use that? I think most people don't ever use calculus in their daily life. So it's really tough to learn calculus relative to arithmetic, but you never need to use it in typical daily life. But if you're going to a restaurant and you want to tip the waiter 20%, that's arithmetic, that's basic, that's fundamental math. And you do that kind of thing all the time. Or if you want to figure out miles per gallon for your vehicle, that's basic arithmetic. That's not high level crazy calc. And you can see the same pattern in every field. And the same is true of even rocket science, right? If you learn what are the variables that matter in rocket design? What are the different rocket engine design types? And why, what are the pros and cons of the different types? If you can start learning the very basics of this field without being a genius, without getting super technical and difficult. And if you look at any field this way, especially the ones that are most intimidating to most people, if you have this expectation, the fundamentals are probably going to be easy to understand, and then it can get very difficult beyond the fundamentals, and you have that knowledge, that's fine. But I'm just curious. I just want to learn the basics, and if you have that attitude about it, I think it's really cool, how that can open up your mind and open up the possibilities of everything in the world that there is to learn. And so if you're a young kid getting out of college, you get your first job, and now you have to do taxes, right? Taxes, the eighth wonder of the world, right? The tax code. It can be incredibly complex, incredibly intimidating. It's all legal and accounting and all. It's crazy how intense taxation law and compliance can get. However, if you understand the basics, right? What is a standard deduction? What is a marginal tax rate, right? If you understand some of these basic concepts in taxation, you are going to put yourself way out ahead of the curve. You're gonna be able to understand what's going on, where your money is going. You're going to be able to do some very basic things to avoid paying huge sums of tax per year for the rest of your life. And you can do that with the bare minimum, the bare basics of that field. Same thing with understanding car maintenance, right? How intimidating is that to most people? How a car engine works, or if you have to repair it, or what's going on. But if you understand, okay, the most important thing to do for a car is oil changes. That's very basic. Just make sure you do that. within, I don't know, 5,000 miles or every year or whatever your, service manual says. If you understand the basics, that's the most important. And then understanding, the fuel mapping of the ECU, or, whatever, some really technical um, topic inside of that realm. I mean, you're likely to never use that if you're just a normal person who has a car to get from point A to point B. You don't need to learn that. That's more challenging, and you also don't need to learn that. So if you take this approach in life with, I can learn the basics of anything with relative ease, and I have that confidence. I think like it's a really important mindset to have, which can get you really good results in life. It's really like a kind of like a cheat code for life if you're able to understand the basics of any topic that you want. You have confidence that you can do that. And of course, with the internet, with YouTube, you can watch a 5-minute video that'll show you the basics of anything. And so, yeah, that's the idea for this video. I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any thoughts on this. If you have any other examples, or just whatever you're thinking, please go ahead and comment. Gosh, I mean, it'd be cool to get to 10 subscribers at this point. It'd be cool to get to 100 views on this video, and then I'll set bigger targets in the future. But for now, if you could just please go ahead and comment, share, subscribe, all of that. And I'm really hoping to very incrementally bump up the quality of these videos. So whether it be audio quality, I know it's a bit of a potato camera right now. The lighting isn't so good. I'm using my MacBook, so the quality of the video also is quite low. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We're going to have some more videos coming up soon. Thanks.